Hello and welcome back to New Year, New Game. This is where I attempt to play 365 games from my Steam library that I have never played before. This is game 269, Sea Horizon. Sea Horizon is an adventure roguelike. I know, shocker, another roguelike. I enjoy roguelikes. This one kind of reminds me of For the King. If any of you have ever played that before, that's a fun game. It's also a fun game to play with friends. But this essentially gives you where you're picking an adventurer and you are going on a map and exploring on a map, and you gotta kind of carefully pick and choose which ways you go on the map because you can run into some danger and just have a bad time. Just not having a good time. Those are the things to watch out for. But it looked fun. It was a part of a Fanatical bundle, I believe. One of the ones that they had going on, so I added it to it because I saw roguelike and I went, yes, that's a must-have. Also, sad times. This is going to be the last video that ends in 69. I know, because collective all across the internet. It's terrible. But we're so close. Less than 100 more videos left. Do you believe that? Started out doing this in January, on January 1st. And here we are for me, as recording this, it is September 25th, just an hour away from being September 26th, which is when this is going to come out. When you'll see it. And just a few days away from October, to where we'll start seeing scary, spooky games, which I'm not super hyped for, but I get those games in bundles too, and they take up my library, and I might as well play them. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into Sea Horizon. Adventure. A story mode. One at a time, listen to the stories. Dungeon, go into the dungeon and defeat the boss with 3 characters. Or exploration, explore the map freely with 3 characters. I'm all for a good story. Let's do a new game. First quest, basic knowledge, adventurer, wanderer, and explorer. I guess we should do basic knowledge first step. Old tutorial. The first step, a newcomer. It's been a while since the very last one. Don't worry, don't get too nervous. I will take you step by step to learn what you should know. Once you've memorized these basics, you'll have nothing to fear in your future quest. Of course, provided that you listen to me. Huh? What? Pay attention to the sadity on top of the screen. This is the limit of your exploration. When your sanity goes to 0, you will lose HP for every step. Your HP shows at the left side of your screen. Do I have to remind you of what will happen when it goes to 0? While paying attention to your food, don't forget to keep your HP within a reasonable range. Hey, it's a question mark. Feeling hungry is the main quest. In some cases, I will tell you the location of your goal. These guidelines will stay on the map and screen to prevent you from getting lost. There is a camp not far away, so head there first. To that camp that's not far away that you should head to first. A good meal. Where there is a campfire, there will be someone manning a barbecue. If you get hungry during the adventure, keep an eye out for a campfire close by and buy up some delicious food. Hey, campfire! I know you're not a merchant, but I want to buy your meals. Sometimes you have to make a choice. For example, deciding how much to spend on a meal is something that has to be considered during an adventure. No matter the end result, you will have to pay in order to get something in return. Let's fight them for it. 10 food for 10 acre coins? You can get food through certain ways. To increase your food, you can find a friendly camp and spin anchors to have a good meal? Look, are you happier after you've eaten? Not really. Now I feel empty inside. My apologies. I totally didn't notice that you were hurt. But this isn't a big problem. There's a camp ahead, and maybe someone there can help. To the camp ahead, where someone can maybe help. Recover! Adventurers often get into trouble, but don't worry. There'll definitely be someone willing to bandage you up at a campsite. Of course, don't forget to pay them a little something afterwards. Heal 20 HP for 10 anger coins. Woo! There, your injuries has completely healed. Use your anchors wisely during your journey, lest you use them all to fill your stomach with nothing left over to heal your wounds. After all, neither death from starvation nor from battle can be called glorious. So I don't automatically heal if I'm full. Now, get your butt on board the ship. You need a boat to move around the ocean, and there's always one that's parked right on the shore. If the boat's location is not ideal, you may have to take a longer route. Treasure, legendary equipment, powerful monsters, they're all waiting for you. Try to reach the last dungeon on the map and begin a brand new quest. Hey, let's go this way to that place on the map. Looks like we gotta go through here. A storm! Oh, nope, it's a sea wolf. Combat instructions. Oops, I forgot to tell you. You can run into many monsters as you move around in this world. No big deal. You can still handle that fight. Sea wolves! Real danger out here on the open seas. Finding wolves. During a battle, a certain number of dice will be automatically rolled on each turn. Your equipment will determine the number of dice rolled. My equipment says I rolled 2. The rolled dice will be converted into various resources and arranged here in order. This is really a thoughtful design, isn't it? Is someone who made the game pat themselves on the back? Finally, use these resources to select the skill you want to cast and attack the enemy. Simple as that. Bet you can master it in no time. A slash! We have taken out the sea wolf and gained a healing potion. Let's keep moving. Can't move there apparently. But we can move here. There we go. Jesus, so much food to get there. Creating a legacy. Well, I'll accompany you here. The challenges you will face are more than that, but if you listened carefully earlier, I believe you'll be able to solve whatever encounter with ease. May the odds bless you on your quest. I look forward to hearing your story in the tavern. Hey, it's a short and sweet little tutorial that we just went through. And now we can go on and do Adventurer! Dylan is always alone, piecing together the memories from a long journey. Dylan the Adventurer, who has lost his memory, has arrived at the Forsaken Archipelago, accepting the commission of the Nightwoods Elder to stop the raging Nephthys. He has stringed his life together in many quests, and this battle with Nephthys will become a brand new memory. That's right, Nephthys. Looks like there's other types of skins you can get. I can be an ultramarine. All right. Chef, an automata, an automatopia, and Wanglage. I would love to be a chef. Just travel and adventure and chef. Out on the seas, looking for different monsters to eat. Embarking on the quest. Like all adventurers who reach Nightwoods, Dylan is all alone, stopping the Nephthys. The Nightwood's elders do not trust him at all with his poor equipment, and he does not have a partner with him. Ah, they have little faith. That is not an issue for Dylan. He is already used to wandering alone, and he has the confidence to handle the task properly. Despite losing his name and memories, he has never lost his competency for adventure. The elders offered him a piece of advice before he set off on his journey. Seek the protection of the goddess, Gallandol, before leaving, and the journey will be a safer one. Well, alright then. Hey, full food. We've got food is full. A journey of light. Action. Proceed to the Tower of Light and get a blessing. When facing an unknown enemy, it is best to tread carefully. While Gallandol is the goddess of the elves, she might also be willing to give humans her blessing. A peaceful sea is good for sailing. For the next 26 hiles, food consuming is halved on the sea. Well, isn't that lovely? Let's get on the sea. Let's go fight this thing. Hey, it's a pirate. Let's see. Deal 14 damage, gain 1 shield. Full defense sets us block. Looks like he's going to be doing 18 damage to us. Gain 10 HP. Let's go ahead. We'll do this. Oh, I can do it twice. Well, hello. We can do a full defense once. Boom. And that was it. It shot me. Let's gain 10 HP. With first aid, and give ourselves a little defense, so we're only taking 20 damage this turn. Ah, my goodness. We can do a skill slash. Bam. Yes. Loot, explosion potion, defense potion, and chrome stilax. Take the chrome stilax. We're leveled up to level 2. This is wonderful. Advancement's always cool. We can choose a thing. We can deal 12 damage and gain 5 block. We can lose up to 5 block and deal 6 damage for each block that we lost. And Pommel Strike can deal 13 damage. I would much rather do the charge. Attacking and having defense at the same time seems like a lot of fun. We got new equipment. We got a Chrome Stilax, which seems like it is a lot better than the Iron Sword. It does not give us these symbols, but we get it from our Traveler Shield and Copper Armor. And it lets us roll 3 dice according to what I'm assuming this is. Do I need to put... No, charge is already in there. Sweet! Let's continue on. Do I have any anchor coins? I have 13 anchor coins, but these people do not want to give me anything. What mystery lies here? Surprise events! While traveling in Mirhin, it's normal to come across anchor coins on the road. You saw it as a blessing for the adventure, and you took it happily after making sure no one was around. Hey, 11 anchor coins in a dexterity potion. Confirm. There's a treasure over there. A wooden box bobs on the waves in the distance. It still looks intact. Perhaps you should accept the blessing of the ocean. A believer's cloak, which gives us different types of dice for skills that we don't use. Copper armor, which is something I think that we are already equipped with. This has thorns too on it. I'm gonna take it. Oh, look at this. General's armor. But also shows symbols that we don't use. Stitch Rhodes has Crisis 2. Gain 8 block if your HP is 50% or less at the beginning of turn. And a Taunting Potion. Take 50% less damage, -1 stack at the beginning of turn, and taunt all attack skills target at first. -1 stack when the damaged. I'm tempted to get that, but we just picked up an armor, so give me the Taunting Potion. Let's go check out this armor. This armor here is a copper armor. Does this one also have thorns? It does not. So it's the exact same, except for we get thorns. Hooray! Alright. Maybe we should go fight a thing. We're fighting a pirate! First aid me. It's gonna do 12, so we're gonna do... Nope, we're going to attack. Bam! 12 damage and block. And then a regular old slash. Turn. I'm still gonna first aid myself. Go slice, and we're gonna slice again. And we're gonna slash him and finish him off. Booyah! Trinket has Backfire. Deal 3 damage to a random enemy when you gain block. That sounds great. Officer's Armor, which we just got. Armor for ourselves. Gain 16 block at the beginning of the fight. Also seems wonderful. But I'm gonna go with Backfire on this one. Hey, we got experience points. Let's go ahead and put on this trinket. It is the same as what we got, but it has magical effect on it with that Backfire, so it's better. Light the jewel. Geldadal, my goddess, may the moonlight shine on the night sky. The words are draped around the jewel, emitting a dazzling white light that illuminates the perimeter of the tower. The Tower of Light glows brightly again, and the area affected by the curse seems to have regained its calm vibe. Woo, we get a coin of luck! The ancient coin is blessed by a deity. It's blessing for the adventurer and also good for the cost of sacrifice. Hey, look at that, we're on a thing. Stop Nephathesis! Action, proceed to the woodland and sacrifice to stop Nephathesis. Fully prepared, Dylan is heading to Nephathesis. He has heard that the Nephathesis is a giant owl. He hopes that he won't be carried by Nephathesis into the air. So he thought. Where are we? We're in the tower. Should we fight this thing? Let's fight that thing. It's a wolf man. It's got a thing on it. It's got Coward. It gains 6 back down when hit. Decrease damage for 1 turn. Lose all stacks at the end of the turn. We're gonna heal. And we're gonna slash. We're gonna slash quite a bit. And we're gonna end our turn. Oh, take 12 damage. Let's see. Heal again. Charge. Slash. Slash again. We win. Another little trinket. Gain 1 charge and 1 speed when damage. Green leaf circlet. We'll take the healing potion. Hey, level 3. We get to pick a new skill. Fearless. Deal 34 damage, quadruple the damage if you have no block. Gain 6 block and 4 thorns. And then Pommel Strike. That sounds lovely, but that is a lot of attack roll. Fearless. Let's do it. Seems no food to go here. We can heal 20 for 13 anchors. I'm gonna be honest with you. We have potions. Okay, we have 1 healing potion, plus these ones here. So I think we're good on saving our anchors, and instead going and fighting over here. It's a wolf, a forest wolf, to differ from a sea wolf. I'm gonna do skill slash. That's gonna give me this, which will give me 5 block, and I'm gonna heal, and we're gonna end our turn. Charge, deal 12 damage, gain 5 block. Sounds like a wonderful thing to do twice. Beautiful. A steel sword. Lots of attack. Gain 1 little tail thing if you rolled 1 or less tail things. A trinket for symbols we don't have. Maybe we'll take the steel sword. Hey, 3 points. Because I think this is going to be a lot better. 1 less dice, but 1 less X that we're rolling too. Not to mention with the addition of that magical effect. Alright. Let us go fight, or I can go to a merchant. Let's go to a merchant. Things that I'm really interested in. Gain 8 block if your HP is 50% or less at the beginning. Yeah. I think we're good. Wasted food to go there. Hey, a fight. Oh, double the skeletons. Bam! Oh, we get both of them. Bam again. First aid. And food. Oh, we still got an attack. Yeah. Now we can enter. Ow. These guys hit me pretty hard. I don't think I put that new ability in my deck, and I probably should have. No. And we end our turn. Hit over the head. Almost. Let's see. Got the shields we're looking for. You're dead. Gain 8 HP if you roll 2 or more X's. That's pretty cool. Gain 16 block at the beginning of the fight. Let's do another healing potion. Yay, leveled up. What do we got? Double dosage. Gain 4 HP. Your next item is used additionally 1 time. Gain 6 block for each skill you cast in this turn. Accurate Bash. Lose up to 5 block, deal 6 damage for each block you lost. I think maybe double dosage will be what we're gonna get. I'm gonna go here because we can only have 5 cards in our little equipped section, and I do want to put Fearless in there. I think we're gonna replace that Slash with Fearless. Tempted to replace First Aid with Double Degree, but I think I'm gonna pass on doing that. Charge is a wonderful cheap attack. This is great for gaining shield. So you can do full defense and charge. Because Fearless is pretty expensive. Hey, another fight. Can I heal myself? Can I do a healing potion? Like while I'm here on this screen? Is it possible to use a healing potion? I guess not. Oh, can I stack them? Can I add these to here? No, you can only have 3. It says 3 of 3 right there. I should have noticed. Let's find another thing before we go on to the boss. Jeez, these skeletons are pretty heavy. We can do Fearless. Fearless. Boom, 136 damage. Wow. That's gonna hurt. Deal more than 100 damage in one. Alright. End turn is gonna hurt us now. Ow. Let's see. We're going to Skill Slash. We're then going to Charge. And First Aid. And I think I'm gonna throw a potion on myself. Because we need it. Sure, let's do it a second time. Since we have 2 potions in our inventory that I can use. And the next battle after this is us going after the boss. Now, can I just defeat this guy? I mean, I can't just write out. I don't really need to get into strategies, but for some reason, he lives with just one. There. Now he's dead. Steel armor. Gain 3 block when you are damaged. That sounds lovely. Gain 5 thorn at the beginning of the fight. Deal damage to attacking enemy. These are great with lots of block. I'll take that one. You can always skip and just gain anchor points. But I'm choosing not to. Let me see that armor. Compared to the copper armor, which does have one option for an attack. You do both roll. Do you like the option that it has attack over gaining an additional little tail thing? Well, in order to use that one attack, I have to have 3 attacks in total, or 3 dagger, sword, thingamabobs. And I think Thorn is actually come in handy, so hold on to Thorn. Nephthys appearing! There was an open square at the end of the road, with the altar surrounded by 4 stone pillars in the distance. The Nephthys, like a gigantic owl, dive down with their wings spread wide and roaring aloud. Oh, did you see that in the background? Oh my god! 528 health, Jesus. Fearless! 136 damage, take it! Let's end our turn. Oh, what is that? Night Eclipse takes 1 extra damage. We will charge. We will charge again. I will do a first aid. He's gonna do 30 damage to me. Ow! I'm gonna potion. I'm gonna potion again. I said again. Yeah. Alright. Let's see. We're gonna charge. We're gonna charge again. We got a full defense. We got first aid. We are going to pray. Fearless. Good shot. He's gonna do 50 damage to me this turn. Jesus. We can do that. And it won't work because we can just do full on block and heal myself and end my turn. My Lanta. Hey, look at this. We can fearless again. We can't kill him though, but we can fearless. It says all. This enemy intends to inflict a negative effect on all teammates. Oh, okay. That's what all means. I'm gonna use my last potion. Oh, wait, we can kill him right now. Ah! I didn't have to use that last potion. Loot! Coin of luck! Perfect cooperation! Dylan gasped, and before he could react, a demi-human raced past him, grabbing a gemstone close to the Nephethesis. He gazed for a moment and put away his weapon, only to see the Nephethesis gradually surrounded by light until it had transformed into a normal owl. He and the demi-humans looked at each other in a friendly undertone and did not ask any more questions. After all, there is no instructions to kill the Nephethesis in the assignment. As the morning light is descending, Dylan smiles in satisfaction. A triumphant return! Dylan successfully freed the Forsaken Archipelago, along with the demi-humans. He understood that he alone could not restore the Nephethesis to its original state without the gemstone in the demi-human's hand. The people of Nightwoods greeted his return with enthusiasm, and the town was filled with the aroma of elven milk wine, underscored in an atmosphere of joy. The elders offered him a generous reward and thanked him once again for his assistance. He did not see that demi-human, but Dylan always believed that they would meet again in their journeys if they kept on adventuring. Hey, look at that, we did it! Master of Adventure. We get an achievement that says that. Man, that was wonderful. I'm pretty sure I passed 30 minutes a while ago. 33 minutes, yeah. So we did do that. But we'll end it here. Well, that was Sea Horizons, and we did the adventurer's story path, and it was great. And I liked it. I thought it was a good time. Good time, a fun time, terrifying time, fighting that giant owl, thinking that I was not gonna win. But that ability to just do so much damage if I don't have a shield on me really came in clutch. And I think the weapons and things that we picked up along the way was definitely a big help. Ignoring fights on our path going towards the goal is not ideal. I think you should definitely be getting into fights because that's what's going to get you different types of equipment and stuff like that. Chapter objectives was to complete the required number of battles. I didn't notice that. And earn the record amount of anchors. I didn't notice that one either. But we cleared the chapter of adventure and we discovered Towers of Light. So that 2 out of 2 ain't bad for me. And we gain experience points. I'm curious as to what happens after. We get the Wanderer chapter. We earn experience from combat to unlock different abilities as a reward. Everything you encounter and experience shall aid you in your next journey. Hey, we are just 1 point shy of going into the next level. Choose a piece of equipment. It will fight with you to the next adventure. Oh, okay, from what we had on us, what really was good? Deal 3 damage to a random enemy when you gain block was really good. I like Backfire, because I gained me some block. Will the Wanderer have that kind of stuff? who knows? Maybe, maybe not. It's too early to tell. But there is quite a few different types of characters on here. And I believe a way to be able to form a party of adventurers and go on a little adventure quest too. But I give this game a big thumbs up. I would definitely come back to try the story modes. They also have these different ones with like dungeons where it seems like it's just going combat-wise, and then an exploration free thing. Choose 3 characters, go into the maps, and have a blast. But yeah, that was Sea Horizons. Good times, thumbs up. Anyways, that is going to do it for me. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next game. Goodbye.